It feels like it's been a while since there's been drama within the PSG camp. Let's change that rhetoric right now, Jules, with reports that Mbappe is happy for Neymar to leave. Messi, though, not so happy to see his teammate go.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. We've discussed the new role that Kylian Mbappe is having at the club and his importance within the project. We say that him and Neymar remains close. We also said that on the show many times. Like Messi and Neymar, like Messi and Mbappe as well. I don't think it's as straightforward as Kylian saying I don't want him here in that dressing room anymore, and Messi saying hang on, you can't touch my friend. I don't think it's like that. PSG certainly feel that it would be a good thing for Neymar to be moved on, despite giving him a new huge deal a year ago, for example, because they felt that, especially with the new manager coming in, and the form that Messi and Neymar have been in, and the fact that they're not the players that they used to be, neither of them, and that, again, we've explained it, Christophe Galtier certainly doesn't really believe that they can play wide anymore. So if you play them centrally, they can't play. You can't all have them in the same space. I'm not sure you can play anymore Messi, Neymar and Mbappe together unless you sacrifice Messi or Neymar or Mbappe, I guess, and play them wide. So it's also not just for Neymar's form or Neymar and how much it costs them in terms of wages and all of that, or his value on the market. It's also where do you play him on the pitch? Where do you play Messi? How do you play them, the three? Can you even play them three together anymore? And I think this is more the reflection right now within the club on like, okay, maybe it's all on Mbappe and Messi, and maybe there's no room for Neymar right now in the starting 11. So then if he's not in the starting 11, why would we keep him? I think this is the whole thinking about maybe this is the time to let him go.
But if Mbappe wanted him to stay, he could play that card, couldn't he, Jules?
I think it would. I think, again, in the meetings, in the discussions that not just Mbappe, especially Mbappe has with the hierarchy, but also, I believe, other players, yeah, of course, he can say, I think Neymar should stay, I think he's still valuable, I think he can still bring this and that. But again, if Christophe Galtier says, hang on a minute, I can't play you all three together, I can play two of you, but not three, if there's one to let go, it would only be Neymar, not Mbappe, not Messi. So this is where, again, we go back to the problem. Can them three play together? And maybe they can. Maybe they're going to have a great season. Maybe Neymar can still play wide and still take on players and dribble past everyone, and like he used to 5 years ago. Maybe Messi can do the same. And then Kylian will just score the goals. I'm very skeptical, and I think there's a lot of people within the club who are also skeptical about this.
But, Frank, Mbappe, we know, has more power now. When you look at that dressing room, if he wanted Neymar to stay, he could step up and say something, couldn't he?
Yes, he could make a statement and say, I want Neymar to stay. But I don't believe, again, that Kylian Mbappe has the last word. I think he can maybe say what he thinks. Maybe they ask him what he thinks. And I have still doubt that he doesn't want Neymar anymore, that he said it clearly. But if he said it, it doesn't mean that the club will agree to that. I think I really agree with what Jules said. You know, they have to make choices, you know, tactically, and I think there may be no room for Neymar to play in the first 11, and it's why maybe they try to make sure that he can leave. But I don't think it's due to Messi to try to keep Neymar in the club, or to Mbappe to get rid of Neymar. I think it's only due to how do you find another club for Neymar because of the performances that he had and the money he's on. That's the real question. Nobody right now, I think, will be able financially, but also in terms of performances of getting Neymar in their squad. So I think Neymar is going to stay in Paris Saint-Germain, and if he stays in Paris Saint-Germain, Kylian Mbappe would have no word to say about that.
The only person that should give us stuff about who stays or goes is the new coach.
Right.
The only person. And I get it. Big egos, big personalities, big problems. But at the end of the day, the new guy has to make it work, one way or the other. Whether it's 3 into 3 or 2 or whatever it is. One drop, you know, change the system, whatever. It's of no consequence whether one player wants another one to go, because dressing rooms don't always get on. It's down to, the new guy coming in has to coach.
Right.
And he has to figure out how he's going to get the balance of the team right. So, and Listen, at the end of the day, Kylian Mbappe, whether he's got a voice or not, who cares? He signed a contract. He made a decision to stay at that football club. They made a decision to bring in a new coach and replace Pochettino. So he has to work with that. He has to work within that framework of what the new guy thinks is successful, because what he thinks is going to be successful and be better is going to be different from Thomas Tuchel and Pochettino. So it's just too dangerous to be worried about whether he thinks he should be staying and he thinks he... At the end of the day, when you pay somebody to come in to control and pick and select and train a team, you have to trust those people, and that includes the players.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.